Happy first day of school to everyone out there at Lexington School District 3. Get excited. And boy, I am excited because I got Principal Tillman joining us right now from Batesburg-Leesville Primary School. I heard it's the best school, Principal Tillman. Is that right?
It is. It really is.
Oh my gosh. Okay. You have been such a treat so far. Tell me a little bit about how are we feeling as the first day of school?
You know, on the first day of school, I always get so excited. Teachers come back before kids, so I get excited to see them because it's been a few weeks. But to see these kids after the summer is like the best feeling ever. I know there's some nerves and they might be a little scared, but just to see how they've grown over the summer, to see them excited to come back into the school building, it is just a day full of excitement.
Oh, it's going to be so good. I'm very excited to feel all of that energy. Now for you, a little bit about you. You've been a music teacher before you were a principal.
That's right.
How has that helped you becoming this principal role for the past 4 years?
You know, as a music teacher, I taught every child in the school from kindergarten to 5th grade. And so I really feel like it gave me a sense of how children grow through those years, because I had the same children over and over again, but it also gave me a different shot of teaching a lot of children and building relationships with a lot of children instead of a small group of children all through the year. And so I really feel like as a principal, I am intentional about building relationships with kids because that's one of my favorite parts about being a teacher.
What's your advice for maybe some of these teachers, even maybe some new teachers?
Well, I think for new teachers, you need to rely on your teacher friends. You need to rely on your colleagues. There's gonna be somebody that's done it already in the building. As a principal, I rely on other principals in my district or our assistant superintendent. I call her nearly every day with a question. So I think that as a new teacher, you need to really rely on people that have been there and done it, and just take advice, and it's okay to ask questions. And so as a new teacher and a new principal, I ask a lot of questions.
Yeah, and that's not a bad thing to ask questions.
Right.
Who else should be asking questions are our students. What is your advice to those kids?
Well, you know, the kids usually do great. They're usually excited.
Okay.
Occasionally there's tears, but if we can get them in the door, they get so distracted about learning and being in a new place that they do fine. It's those first-time parents that have the hardest time letting those kids go. So our kids usually do fine, and they're so ready. You don't have to give them any advice because they're like little sponges and they just soak up everything that you put in front of them.
Okay, but what about the parents? Now you already said it, so what's your advice to parents?
So especially for our new parents that have never had a child in school before, you've really got to just trust that we're gonna do the best thing. I've been through all those phases as a parent, so I know how that feels. Dropping a child off at college is a lot harder than dropping them off for the first day of kindergarten. And so I think we have opportunities where they can meet their teachers ahead of time. And so take advantage of those opportunities, communicate with the teacher, they're there to help you too. We know because we've been there as parents. So I know it's tough, but you just gotta let them go inside and trust that the school's gonna do the right thing.
And that's exactly what you also instill at the primary school, is just making sure everything is gonna be okay.
It is.
All righty, well, hey, listen, we are gearing up, first day of school. I have one more quick favor to ask you. It's time to address the district. I'm gonna have you take a good look at that camera and have some well wishes to all of Lexington School District 3. Go ahead.
Hey Panthers, we're gonna have a great year this year. We have seen so much growth in our district already, academically, with sports, with the arts, and so we are looking forward to a wonderful year of being successful Panthers. Special shout out to my little Panthers at the primary school, but we're just gonna have a great year, so I hope you have fun. Let's do it.